Imagine this. You're 19 years old. You scroll through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, seeing people your age living the life you dream about. Private jets, flashy cars, overnight millionaires. And you sit there thinking, why not me? But let me tell you something. Nobody is going to hand you the life you want. Not your teachers, not your parents, not even social media gurus. Nobody cares. The world doesn't owe you a thing. And the harsh truth, most people your age will waste the next 10 years, scrolling, waiting, hoping, and then wonder why their bank account still reads zero. But what if I told you? It doesn't have to be that way. What if I told you that in 2026, the world is offering a door, a shortcut, a lever so powerful that a motivated teenager can start building real wealth today, using nothing but your brain, your phone, and a few hours of focus per day? This video is not for dreamers, it's for doers, for the ones who are tired of watching life happen to them, and are ready to make life happen for themselves. So, first of all, I will explain the lie that society tells you. Let me take you back a few years. I was 17, I remember it clearly. I had big dreams, big ambitions, but I was lost. I was scrolling, comparing, trying to fit into what society told me was normal. School, grades, the same 9-to-5 dream everyone else chased. And you know what? I hated it. I felt like a square peg in a round hole. Every motivational quote I read, every seminar I watched made me realize one thing. Everyone was teaching the wrong way to get rich. Society will tell you, go to college, get a corporate job, save money, retire at 60. And that's fine, if you want a life that feels safe but mediocre. But if you want freedom, if you want control, if you want to wake up every day knowing you create your reality, you need to think differently. See, wealth isn't just money, it's freedom, it's choice, it's being the captain of your own life. And the first step to that is realizing nobody will do it for you. Nobody. Not your parents, not your teachers, not society. It's on you. Technology is the lever. And here's the crazy part. The tools to create wealth are already in your hands, literally. Your phone, your laptop, your internet connection. That's more power than the richest CEOs had at your age 20 years ago. Let me tell you a story. I started my first real business at 17. No connections, no money, no fancy degree, just a laptop, free tools, and a willingness to learn. At first I failed, spectacularly. Ads didn't convert, content flopped. People ignored me, but I didn't give up. I studied the platform, I watched what worked. I learned, I adapted, and slowly, results started coming. And by the time I was 19, I had my first real revenue, my first taste of financial freedom. And the insane part? That same formula works today. For AI businesses, online businesses, even YouTube. Technology doesn't sleep. The algorithms don't discriminate. They reward value, not age, not background, not luck. And in 2026, AI is the ultimate lever. It's not a gimmick, it's not a trend, it's the next industrial revolution. And if you start now, while everyone else is scrolling TikTok, you can be building a life most adults only dream about. Section 3. The power of choice and self-belief. Here's another truth most people won't tell you. The biggest barrier between you and wealth isn't money. It's belief, it's identity. It's that little voice in your head saying, I can't do it. I remember sitting in my room at 18, broke, frustrated, asking myself, why do other people have it all figured out and I'm still struggling? And then it hit me, nobody has it figured out. They just chose to take action when everyone else was waiting. They chose to believe in themselves when nobody else did. You have to make that choice too. You have to look at your life, your skills, your time, and say, I am going to leverage what I have. I am going to learn fast. I am going to work smart. I am going to be relentless. Because here's the kicker. Most teens will never take that choice. Most will complain, blame, procrastinate. And that, right there, is your advantage. While they waste time, you can build a business, an AI brand, a skill, a life that compounds over years into wealth. And it starts with a mindset. A mindset that says, I am not a victim. I am a creator. I am relentless. I am patient. I am strategic. Section 4. Why action is everything. You can watch 100 videos like this one, read 50 books, take every free course online, but if you don't act, it doesn't matter. Knowledge without execution is useless. Let me tell you about my first failed campaign. I spent weeks building a system, learning, scripting, and when I launched, 0 sales, not a single one. I could have quit. I could have blamed the algorithm, blamed the market, but I didn't. I analyzed, I tested, I iterated. That's the principle I want you to understand. Fail fast, learn faster. Every setback is a teacher. Every obstacle is a stepping stone. The moment you start acting, you start learning. The moment you stop scrolling, you start growing. And here's the cliffhanger for the next part. In 2026, there are 3 AI businesses you can start today that have the potential to make you a millionaire as a teen, or in your early 20s. You just need the mindset, the grit, and the strategy. We're going to break each one down, step by step. And I promise, by the end of this video, you're going to see that the path to wealth isn't a mystery. It's just action plus leverage plus consistency. Step number 1, create AI faceless YouTube channels. Here's the reality. You don't need a camera, a fancy mic, or even a personal face to start building a $1 million brand online. In 2026, AI has made it possible to create YouTube channels that run almost entirely on autopilot. Imagine waking up in the morning, checking your dashboard, and seeing views, clicks, and revenue rolling in while you slept. Sounds like a dream? That's because most teens never even try. They think content creation requires hours of filming, editing, and being on camera. It doesn't. I learned this the hard way. I remember being 18, obsessed with YouTube. I wanted to create content, but I hated the idea of being in front of the camera. I felt shy, awkward, unsure if anyone would watch me. But I still wanted the freedom, the money, the life I saw others living online. Then I discovered faceless YouTube channels, and everything changed. And how it's changed, it's because of the power of AI and content creation. AI has completely flipped the game. Tools like AI voiceovers, text-to-video, animation generators, and thumbnail creators. They allow anyone with creativity and strategy to produce content at scale. Let me tell you a story. I started my first faceless channel with 0 budget. I had no camera, no microphone, no expensive software. All I had was a laptop, an AI voice tool, and a subscription to an AI video generator. I uploaded my first video, and it got 50 views in the first week. I could have quit, but I didn't. I studied the analytics. I learned what titles got clicks, what scripts made people watch longer, how to structure videos to retain attention. And slowly, the views started to grow. Subscribers came. And before I knew it, my first month of monetization hit. And I made $200 without ever showing my face. By the second month, with AI working for me, I was making over $1,000. And the crazy part? All the content creation was partially automated. I could focus on strategy, ideas, and scaling. So, here is your question that, how I can create a faceless YouTube channel? Let's create it step by step. Here's the blueprint for creating a faceless AI YouTube channel in 2026. And yes, it can scale to 6 figures if you follow it. Step 1. Pick a niche that sells. This isn't about passion, it's about value. Topics like finance, AI trends, productivity hacks, or motivational storytelling are evergreen. Think about what people are constantly searching for. Step 2. Write scripts that hook viewers. Most people fail here. They just throw information on the screen. But the secret? Storytelling. Use curiosity, suspense, and emotion. I used to spend hours studying how Imengaji structures videos. Hook, story, lesson, and call to action. Every video needs a narrative arc. Step 3. AI voiceover and visuals. I use AI voices that sound natural, almost human. Combine them with AI-generated clips, animations, or stock footage. Your goal is engagement, not perfection. Remember, most viewers don't care if your video is cinematic. They care if it's interesting. Step 4. Titles, thumbnails, and SEO. Most beginners fail because they ignore this. Your title must spark curiosity. Your thumbnail must stand out. Step 5. Analyze and scale. Every video teaches you something. Look at retention rates, watch time, and click-through rates. Repeat what works, stop what doesn't. Scale channels by posting consistently, 3 to 5 videos a week. Here's the philosophy. Small actions compound. One faceless video might make $10. 10 videos might make $100. 50 videos might make $1,000 a month. And that's just the beginning. The common mistakes and mindset. Now, let me be brutally honest. 90% of teens will fail. Not because the method doesn't work, but because they quit too early, or they get distracted, or they chase trends instead of strategy. I remember one of my first AI channels. I spent $50 on a tool, uploaded 10 videos, and got almost no traction. I felt like a failure. But then I realized something. The channel didn't fail. I failed. I didn't study analytics. I didn't iterate. I didn't put in the relentless focus that success demands. Here's the mindset you need. Treat your channel like a business, not a hobby. Focus on value creation, not vanity metrics. Be patient. Money online compounds, just like interest in a bank. You may not see it tomorrow, but with consistency, it will grow. And here's the hidden advantage of AI. While your friends are scrolling TikTok for hours, you can produce content that works for you while you sleep. That's leverage. That's freedom. Section 4. From zero to first $10,000. Let me share a story from my journey. My first $10,000 online didn't come from flashy ads or viral videos. It came from patience, iteration, and understanding human psychology. I spent nights writing scripts, testing AI voices, tweaking thumbnails. I failed over and over. One video flopped, another video barely got clicks. But one day, I cracked the formula. I made a video that got 100,000 views. Revenue that month, $3,500. I scaled that same system across 3 faceless channels. By the end of the year, I had made over $10,000. And the insane part? I never showed my face, never spent on expensive equipment, never left my room. I leveraged AI to build freedom. The lesson here is simple. In 2026, faceless AI channels are a gold mine. They're low cost, high leverage, and scalable. The only limit is your creativity, consistency, and patience. And most teens will never try it, which means if you do, you already have an edge. Step number 2, personal AI brand plus consulting. Here's a secret most teens will never hear. You don't need millions of followers, a fancy office, or even years of experience to start building a personal AI brand that can make 6 figures or more within a year. In 2026, the combination of AI and personal consulting is a gold mine. You can position yourself as an expert in a niche, leverage AI to produce content, and sell high-value consulting services to businesses, individuals, or other aspiring entrepreneurs. When I was 19, I had no credentials, no network, and barely any confidence. But I realized one thing. People pay for solutions, not excuses. Once I understood that, I started building my personal AI brand, and it completely changed my life. Section 1. Why personal AI brands work. Think about it. People trust other people, not faceless corporations. Your face, your voice, your story, combined with AI-generated insights and automation, makes you a hybrid that's scalable and personal. The power of AI is this. It allows one person to produce content like a team of 10. Suddenly, I was able to coach clients, create value, and scale my personal brand without burning out. Here's how you can start your own personal AI brand plus consulting business as a teenager. Step 1. Pick a niche you understand and are passionate about. It could be AI tools for productivity, social media marketing, fitness, finance. Pick something where you can provide real value. Step 2. Build your personal story. People resonate with authenticity. Don't fake experience. Share your journey, your failures, your experiments. I started by being honest about my struggles with online business and AI tools. People connected instantly. Step 3. Leverage AI for content creation. AI can generate posts, videos, guides, even mini courses. Imagine producing daily content without spending hours writing or filming. AI is your silent partner. Step 4. Offer consulting services. Once you have a small audience, start offering high-value advice. You don't need to be perfect, you need to solve problems. My first consulting client was a local business struggling with social media strategy. I charged $300 for a single session, and that taught me lessons that textbooks never could. Step 5, automate and scale. Once you understand what works, scale your services using AI chatbots, automated scheduling, and templates. You're essentially building a business that runs while you sleep, but your personal brand remains the face of trust. The common mistakes and mindset. Most teenagers fail here because they're too focused on themselves instead of the client. Personal brands are not about vanity. They're about service, influence, and credibility. Here's what I learned the hard way. I spent months creating content nobody engaged with. Why? I was sharing what I wanted to say, not what my audience wanted to hear. Once I flipped my mindset to solving problems, everything changed. Another mistake? Thinking AI is magic. It's not. AI is a tool. It amplifies your skills, your creativity, and your consistency. Without discipline and strategy, AI alone won't make you a millionaire. Let me tell you the story of my first real success. At 20, I had zero credibility. I was teaching AI marketing strategies to strangers online. I felt like an imposter, but I kept showing up. I posted valuable content. I responded to every comment, and I offered consulting for anyone willing to pay. The first client was small, but the second and third came in faster than I expected. I started packaging AI-powered consulting sessions, helping small businesses automate marketing, content, and client engagement. Within 3 months, I made my first $5,000, then $10,000, then $20,000, all through one personal AI brand. The lesson? Start small, serve with authenticity. Use AI to scale your efforts, not replace your value. The combination of human trust plus AI efficiency is unstoppable. The bigger principle here is this. In 2026, your value is defined not by how many followers you have or how many tools you own, but by how effectively you can leverage AI to serve others, solve problems, and scale yourself. Remember, every great brand started with one person and one idea. Your age is irrelevant. Your experience is irrelevant. The question is, are you willing to show up, leverage AI, and serve? Imagine this. You're 18, 19, or 20. And you already own a business that runs while you sleep. Products are selling worldwide. AI is managing inventory, customer support, and marketing. You didn't need thousands of dollars to start, and you didn't need to hire a massive team. In 2026, AI e-commerce is the ultimate teenage millionaire playground. The same technology that powers Amazon and Shopify stores can be leveraged by anyone with a laptop and the willingness to learn. And the best part? You don't need to reinvent the wheel, you just need to know the right moves. When I first started my online store, I had zero budget, zero experience, and zero guidance. But I had something more powerful: curiosity, persistence, and AI. And that combination changed everything. Section 1. Why AI e-commerce is a goldmine. Traditional e-commerce takes months, if not years, to scale. You source products, manage inventory, create ads, handle support. But AI flips the game. AI tools can now predict trending products before they explode, automate customer service with chatbots that feel human, optimize ad campaigns in real time for maximum ROI, analyze competitors and pricing strategies. Here's my story. I was scrolling TikTok and saw a product going viral in Europe. Normally, I would have shrugged, but I plugged the product into an AI trend analyzer, built a Shopify store in a weekend, and started running AI-powered ads. By the end of the month, I made my first $3,000 profit, without touching inventory or manually designing campaigns. That's the power of AI e-commerce. It removes the barriers most teenagers face: time, experience, and money. Here's exactly how you can start your AI e-commerce brand as a teenager. Step 1. Pick a niche and product wisely. Don't chase every trend. Pick a niche you understand, one that solves a problem, and use AI tools to validate the product's potential. Step 2. Build your store quickly. Platforms like Shopify or WooCommerce are beginner-friendly. AI design tools can create professional-looking logos, product images, and store layouts in hours. Step 3. Automate your marketing. AI can manage ads, email campaigns, social media posts, and even influencer outreach. You're essentially building a business that runs while you focus on growth. Step 4. Scale with data. Use AI analytics to track what's working. Double down on winners, kill products that don't convert, and continuously optimize. The faster you iterate, the quicker you grow. Step 5. Reinvent yourself as a brand, not just a store. People don't buy products, they buy experiences. Use AI to create branded content, personalized recommendations, and an identity that resonates with your audience. Let me take you back. At 19, I decided to take a risk. I invested $200 I had saved into a trending tech gadget that was just starting to go viral. I used AI to automate my ads, and the first week, nothing. The second week, small sales trickled in. By the third week, I was making $150 per day. Then came the breakthrough. AI spotted a competitor running a low-performing ad. I restructured my campaign and scaled it. Suddenly, my sales exploded, $1,000 per day. I realized at that moment, AI doesn't just help you work smarter, it helps you move faster than anyone else in the game. From $0 to $20,000 in my first 3 months, I learned one thing. Consistency, patience, and leveraging AI for scale is how millionaires are made. Mindset and philosophy. Here's the bigger lesson. Teenage millionaires in 2026 aren't born. They're created through action, AI, and relentless focus. Most teens scroll on social media, consume content, and dream about making money, but only a few actually start, implement, and scale. AI is not a magic pill. It's a mirror. It reflects your discipline, strategy, and creativity. If you're lazy, AI will amplify your laziness. If you're focused, AI will amplify your results. That's the power and the responsibility of this technology. Remember, money is a byproduct of solving problems at scale. AI allows you to do that faster than ever before. Combine it with the mindset of discipline, sacrifice, and purpose, and you have the recipe to become a millionaire before most adults even start thinking about it. You now have 3 AI businesses, step-by-step strategies, and the mindset needed to become a millionaire as a teenager in 2026. Remember, the world is changing faster than ever. AI is no longer optional. It's your greatest tool. Start today, stay consistent, and let technology amplify your ambition. I've shared everything I know, my personal stories, my failures, and wins. Now it's your turn. The future won't wait. Neither should you.